Hello, family. My name is Brehon Mills, and I'd like to welcome you back to the channel where not only do we love talking about stocks, we love talking about crypto, we love talking about options, whether it's placing call options or put options, and we love talking about great books. Listen, family, I've been, trading in the market for about 15 years, right? So I've tried a little bit of everything. I've won a lot, I've lost a lot, I've won it back, I've lost it again, and I've won it back. And so number one, the game of investing and trading is a game of wins and losses. But for the most part, you want your wins to heavily outweigh your losses. Now, I've tried everything from penny stocks to day trading to swing trading, and I still do those from time to time. But for the most part, 85% of all of my funds are in index funds because once you accumulate a certain amount of money, you want to take some of the risk off, and you want your money to grow safely and strategically. And so that's why I have 85% of my funds in ETFs. But I do like to trade some stocks from time to time. I do like placing call options and put options. And so what I've learned over the years when it comes to being successful is by selecting 5 to 12, 5 to 10 or 5 to 12 companies that you can take a look at every single day. Start understanding the patterns of those companies, especially when it comes to the technicals. When you talk about earnings reports, when it get close to earnings, is it going to run up during the earnings report? Then after the earnings report, regardless of the news, we have a sell-off. And so that's what's important, learning and understanding the sentiment of the market and understanding the movement of these technical charts. When I remember, one thing about me, I'm always willing to learn new stuff. And I remember I joined a Discord. I think it was about $35 a month. And, they basically day traded, and, they would do it based on the scanner. So they had a scanner that would, post all of the stocks that would gap up, and they would take a look at the news, and they would day trade a lot based on that scanner and what's gapped up. Well, I tried to do what those people did, and I pretty much lost about $7,000 in a month trying to do what they did, right? And it just didn't work out for me. And what I've learned is over the years is someone could tell you about investing. Someone could, tell you, what you should and shouldn't buy, when you should and shouldn't jump in. But there is nothing like the experience of doing it yourself and going through it. All right. So once you go through it, once you got skin in the game, then you have a better understanding of how it feels, when you should get in and when you should get out a company or a stock or a position. And so what my channel is all about is, especially when it comes to technical trading, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, buy this stock here. All right. I don't do that. What I do is I bring up the charts. I bring up the technicals because I want you to start keeping your eyes on the charts, and I want you to start understanding the patterns. And so when you see these patterns, when you start understanding the candles and the candlestick development, you can start understanding the sentiment of the candle at that time. You are learning about jumping in and jumping out opportunities. All right. And so that's what I'm all about. You'll never see the screen 100% on me unless I'm doing a book review or some other stuff. But when I speak about, these stocks and these cryptos, my ultimate goal is for you to learn these charts, learn these technicals, so you can do these things on your own. You know what I'm saying? So I remember they say, you could teach a man, you can give a man a fish, right? So when I tell you, hey, just go buy this, go buy that, and check back with me. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather teach a man to fish, right? So when you're taking a look at my charts, you're gaining an understanding of what's going on, and we all are growing together. All right, we're growing together. Now, me personally, what I like to do is I like to stick to anywhere from 5 to 12, right? So this is my basketball team. This is my team of stocks. Because if I have an opportunity to look at the same stocks over and over and over again, I could build a relationship with those stocks. So I think it's important to understand the sentiment and the movement of these candles in relationship to these companies. And you do this by watching these same companies day in and day out. All right. So you could understand, hey, you know what? Every Monday it goes up. Every Friday it goes down. You know, Wednesday might represents a great buying opportunity. All right. But we're going to sell on Thursday because we know Friday represents a selling opportunity. So when you get an opportunity to watch the same stocks, watch the same candlestick development day in and day out, man, you are positioning yourself for great success. All right. You are positioning yourself for great success. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through my starting five, right? So this is my starting five. And these are the stocks or the plays that I look at every single day. You know, I do look at 5 to 12, but these are the first 5 or first 6 that I look at every single day. Starting with the SPY. Now, the SPY is an ETF comprised of the top 500 publicly traded companies. And what this does is this gives me an indication of how the market is going to react, how the market is going to perform on a much larger scale. All right. And so as we see here, again, my indicators are simple, right? I keep it simple. I keep the 20-day simple moving average up, and I love the MACD. All right. I love the MACD. I like taking a look at the average price, and I love looking at the momentum coming in and the momentum exiting the stock. All right. So as we can see here with the SPY, we did have momentum crossover going down, the oscillator going down on the 29th. And so we've been having some strong downward movement. All right. Now today we are up 5.4%, 5.46%, because we had a jobs report come out, and a jobs report basically saying that they've had the least amount of people apply for benefits in a long amount of time. So the market is reacting favorably to that. All right. So again, there are many different strategies that I like to use when it comes to jumping in and out of these plays, whether it's trading or whether it's placing call options or put options, right? So one, I love the 20-day moving average. One strategy, we may wait for a certain cross above the 20. We're gonna ride that thing up. When it cross over, we're gonna get out, place some put options and ride that thing on down. So there's plenty of opportunities there. And so as of right now, I like the SPY. We're going to see how the candle continues to develop. If it closes above that red bullish candle, we could see further movement back up to that 20-day moving average. All right. And maybe we can cross over that, but we'll see. All right. It's still early. Let's wait to see how that candle develops. All right. Plug. Okay. It's an EV play. And as we know, man, when, Biden was coming in, man, the EV sector has been hot, right? Because we've been knowing and thinking and believing that EV is the future. So again, rumors, so everything rides up on the rumors, right? So you buy the rumor and sell the news. And so Biden has taken over office, and it's been a nice downtrend, but we've been having some opportunities where we can make money. So we had a nice downtrend. So you would have placed a put option, man, you could have rolled this thing all the way down, just been making tons of money, right? And then we take a look at this candle here, which is a hammer candle, which is an indication that there's a reversing pattern. We could ride that thing back up, right? Get out of it. And so we can see that we've been establishing some resistance along the 20-day moving average. So when it does come up to the 20-day moving average, it goes back down. Come up, goes down. Come up, goes down. So one would think that plug may have some potential to get back to the 20-day moving average and then reverse in pattern and continue its downward movement, unless we have some phenomenal news revolving the EV plays. All right. Another one of my plays is Alibaba. Now, Alibaba has been on a considerable downtrend. Going back to November, man, we was over 310 bucks. Now we're down to 210 bucks, and it's been just a long downward spiral. And we know that Jack Ma had went missing for a while. He resurfaced, and we thought that there was a possibility that we could regain and re-push that $300. But we continue to retrace. We know that China has been attacking Alibaba. As we all know, communist China don't want these companies, or won't allow these companies to get too big. All right, they won't allow companies to get too big and too independent. All right, so when I take a look at Alibaba, so a lot of downward movement. We've had lower highs, and we are having some lower lows that's being established. But remember, stocks don't get too far away from the 20-day moving average, so we may see how things going. At the end of the day, we may have an opportunity to place a quick call option and get back to that 20. Hopefully we can get back to that 20-day moving average. All right, anytime we have huge sell-offs, man, we have a nice a few days where we come back and we try to recover a little bit of that money. So there may be a possibility there for Alibaba to recover a little bit of that money. All right, let's move on to Microsoft. All right, again, Microsoft is one of my favorite plays. This is like my starting point guard right here. But Microsoft, man, it's been had a tremendous run up, and I've been crying for a reversal in pattern for a long time, right? But what happened was I got tricked a little bit. I've been paying attention to the sideways trading. I've been waiting and paying attention to these candles, right? So we have a doji spinning top here. We have a spinning top there. And oftentimes spinning tops represents indecision, right? It was a standstill. And so what we want the following candle to be trading below that, so we could jump in and hopefully ride this thing down, right? So we had the spinning top here, right? Or I mean, this could be, I would say, it could be a doji, right? We'll say a doji, dragonfly doji, or just a minor shooting star. All right, but we needed that following candle to be trading below. It didn't do it. All right, we had another spinning top, and I'm just waiting. Didn't do it. And so when we got here, man, I was just waiting for the following candle to be trading below, but we never got it. And so again, we had these 2 days here, and I've been patiently waiting every day. All right, and then what happened? Boom, man, we fell all the way down to a low of 252, and if I would have placed some put options here, I would have been sitting pretty. But I didn't want to get faked out like the previous times here. And so oftentimes, we can wait for confirmation. Confirmation is best. And so we did have to fall. We had a candle open and close below the 20, which is another good sign to jump in and place a put and continue riding this thing down. So now, man, we're a good ways away from that 20-day the 20 SMA. So maybe opportunity to ride this thing back up. So we're gonna wait and see how that thing play out. All right. Apple have one more after this, but Apple is another play. Apple is another company that I love because, man, the charts are just so visual. You can really see opportunities where you could have gotten into the position and you could have exited position. All right, so again, 1 day above the 20, and we're just gonna ride this thing up. Right, we fell below the 20, we came back above the 20. We're gonna ride this thing up. And so Apple presents a lot of opportunities for you to succeed if you understand the charts, reading the charts. All right, so again, and it's easy, right? So we never move too far away from the 20. We come back to the 20, we bounce off of it. We may come below, but once we cross over, we may have another nice run up. before we cross over to 20, going back down again. So there are a lot of different plays when it comes to Apple. And I like this inverted hammer at the bottom here. We had confirmation that we trade in the following candle, open or trading above. And so what I did was I actually placed a call option on Apple. So actually I have four call. Actually I have out of all of the plays, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 call options in. All right, so as of right now, we're gonna wait and see how those things develop. Another one is my 6th and final one is Mara. Again, Mara represents another good opportunity to jump in, play some call options and put options. You know, as we can see here, we fell below that 20-day moving average. Good opportunity to place a put and just continue riding this thing down. And now we've been below this 20-day moving average for quite some time. So now we need a candle, a doji, or a hammer to give us an indication that there is a reversal in pattern. And once we have a reversal in pattern, we could jump back in this thing. We could ride this wave up, okay? So there you go. I have listed my starting 5. I listed 6 because you do have a 6-man. You always got to have a 6-man coming off the bench. So that's my starting 5. SPY, Plug, Alibaba, Microsoft, Apple, and Mara. Now, I hope I wasn't too long-winded, but I hope as you begin putting together a strategy for your success, for yourself, and a strategy for success, I hope that you select winning companies that you could take a look at day in and day out. All right, now, and I hope you all win, and I am wishing you much success. Okay, now my name is Brehon Mills, and I would like to thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now, if this video added any value to you, hey, please leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and keep coming back for more wealth building information. Peace.